The $1 billion Coca-Cola Machine by Fern. YouTuber. Locked in.
Hello. Please like and subscribe.
Lock in. Type locked in the chat. We got this.
Watch yet another sequel to a forgotten franchise nobody asked for. You're getting popcorn and a drink to drown out your Jared Leto-induced sorrow with a sugar rush. You pay and they hand you a cup.
Coca-Cola.
Then you see it.
Did you guys know when Coke was first made, it actually had Coke in it? And the funnier part, not only did it have Coke in it, old Coke with Coke in it is healthier than Coke now. Because they put so much chemicals and bullshit in it now. Coke back then was healthier. Lock in.
Glowing red and chrome, the Coca-Cola Freestyle Fountain. Here, you can choose between over 100 different flavors.
I love this
Cherry
shit, bro.
Coke, Peach Sprite. Maybe you'll go crazy and mix Fanta with Powerade. Or maybe you just pick a classic.
One time my friend scanned the QR code and then he literally just sat like near it with his phone, and then he'd wait, and then people would pull up, and then like before they try to put their cups, he'd start activating it so it shoots out soda. Oh bro, that was like when we were in high school or something.
This machine is way more than just a soda fountain. It's not just serving you a drink. It tracks everything you do. And while you're picking your favorite flavor, it's quietly collecting data.
Oh my god, wait, I'd never realized that. I always wondered why like sometimes it would show like different flavors. And is it like collecting your data and then the most popular drinks it'll show in the main menu, but then the ones that like are not as popular, then you have to go?
Turns customers into test subjects. Data that Coke will profit from tremendously. The Coca-Cola Company is said to have invested.
Hot take. I don't give a fuck about collecting data, bro. If you're gonna get me better soda options, collect all the data. If every movie theater I go to has Diet Dr. Pepper, collect all the data you want. I'm happy.
More than $1 billion in this machine, but they're very likely turning its capabilities into much, much bigger savings and profits. Today, we're diving into how a drink dispenser became a global lab and what role you play in all of this. The Coca-Cola Company is one of the biggest beverage producers on the planet.
I'm playing Marvel right now.
The conglomerate controls almost half of the global soda market, making billions in revenue every year. And one important way they sold their many drinks has long been soda fountains. In the
How many drinks does Coke own? Didn't they just let go of Dr. Pepper? No, Coca-Cola does not own Dr. Pepper. They have distributed it though. They don't own it. I heard something that like them like not distributing it anymore and stuff. That shit low-key made me hella sad, bro.
Ordering a soft drink would work like this. You'd walk up to the counter, place your order, and someone would pour your drink into a cup. Then self-service fountains arrived. Now you can fill your own cup at your own discretion.
Oh god, self-service is the
When you
goat.
were a kid, this fountain was everything. You could mix yourself something truly undrinkable. However, in 2006, Coca-Cola and other beverage makers noticed something worse.
Nestle, the company that owns everything. It owns everything, bro. Oh my god, you guys, let's lock in. They own too much.
Worrying. For the first time since 1985, the sales volume of carbonated beverages had declined. People started to focus more on their health and well-being. They were increasingly looking for sugar-free drinks and low-calorie options. But Coke's fountains just weren't ready for that. At that time, only about 1% of all Coke fountains in the US even offered Diet Coke. Meanwhile,
0-calorie sodas are so amazing, bro. They are the best, bro. Because you get to drink soda with no calories, no 250 calories per can. I love that.
While the choice of sodas at convenience stores had increased dramatically, rows and rows packed with hundreds of bottles and cans. But Coke fountains
it's like $7 now.
Same limited run-up of kind
It's
of
so bad
flavors. So they had to come up with an idea that would change everything.
And on top of that, Nestle who trying to co-sign that. Do I co-sign that, chat? Or if I co-sign it, I'm never making it. They own too much, bro. It's kind of scary to co-sign that. Bro, I don't know if I should co-sign that, bro. I don't know if I should go sign that, bro. They might blackball me from the industry, bro.
The freestyle fountain's design is interesting. The red, the chrome, the sculpted lines. It kind of looks like it wants to become a
very
Ferrari
beautiful
when it grows up. And that's not a coincidence. It was developed with Pininfarina, the legendary Italian design house that shaped the curve.
You know what it reminds me of? Back in the 80s and 90s when they had like, oh, this is what the future would look like. It has that aesthetic. It has that like 80s futuristic looking aesthetic. I love it. It looks so sick. They might sponsor you. Why would they sponsor me if I said F them?
There's a Ferrari itself. You slide your cup under the dispenser. Now comes the fun part. You see dozens of bubbles on the screen in front of you. Each bubble is labeled with
It just looks fun and interactive.
Coca-Cola, Powerade, Lift, Fuse Tea, and Kinley. In total, you could choose over 100 drinks. Back when you were a kid, this would have been impossible. Restaurants used massive 19-liter syrup canisters for every single drink option.
Oh yeah, how do they do that? Because I worked at Subway and they use that too. How do they have so many drinks?
Nowadays, all these flavors fit into just about 30 tiny cartridges.
Damn.
The cartridge design is inspired by medical tech, where precise dosing is critical. Just as insulin pumps deliver exact amounts of medication almost...
I will say, I hate when I see it pump out and it goes pumping out water and then a little tiny drop of soda. And then water, tiny drop of soda. Like, bro, just mix it before. Flavored Sprite. Low-key, Sprite is like second option. If there's like if there's, it's never gonna be my first option. Dr. Pepper, always first option. No Dr. Pepper, probably Coke. Maybe Sprite, probably Coke.
Dr. Pepper, if you're hearing this, if you're listening to this, sponsor me. I will drink you only. Only. No water, no nothing. Just Dr. Pepper, bro. Die, Dr. Pepper.
Drop by drop, the freestyle system carefully meters syrup and carbonated water for each pour. In theory, every pour is perfectly measured, drop by drop, turning your drink into a precise masterpiece. But Coke from
oh god, they be having
actually
dude, these drinks be so freaking good. When I see that machine, I know the drink's about to be amazing.
Tends to taste a little different from the one you buy in the supermarket. In contrast to the old canister systems that pre-mix syrup and sweetener, Freestyle keeps flavors, sweeteners, and carbonated water separate. Now, when you press the button, the flavor, sugar, and carbonated water are combined on demand. This can make your Coke taste slightly different from other preparations.
Yeah, see, it's this shit. It's this shit, bro. Like, Coke, water. Coke, water. It pisses me off, bro. I want it to all just be Coke. It looks so weird when it's like that. It makes me feel like it's going to be, like, watered down. That is so awesome. Yeah. Bro, just adding input now.
Staring at the bubbly screen, curiosity kicks in. You came in for your usual, but you gotta admit, some options here are tempting. You tap the power...
Oh, like the inside of the machine. I thought you were talking about, like, I said that, so you're like, oh, this is so awesome, just to add, like, a chat. The inside is cool. The technology behind that's fucking insane. Using medical technology to make a soda machine, hey, man, that's pretty sick. Can't lie.
Bubble, and suddenly a whole lineup appears. Powerade Raspberry, Powerade Lemon, Powerade Strawberry. So many choices. Which one to pick? You even mix a drink that doesn't exist.
They have
before.
so many, bro.
You can create your own secret flavor. And won't that make you special?
Oh, it's making me thirsty.
The freestyle fountain is fun. It lets you explore. It bewilders. It sparks curiosity. It might even provoke play. And that's exactly the point. Coca-Cola doesn't just want to sell you a beverage. It wants you to feel something.
It really does feel nicer to use this rather than the other one. Even though the other one has a more satisfying, like, click. This one just is like, it's cooler. It feels like special when you see one.
This technique is called experience marketing. Right
Literally.
Here in front of this machine, you're not just choosing a flavor. You're interacting with the brand. You are literally experiencing it. Every tap, every bubble, every choice pulls you deeper into the Coca-Cola universe. And that matters, because moments like this make you remember Coke, not just as a drink, but as a feeling.
Yeah, I'd be getting
Ideally,
happy.
You'd want you to go home and tell your friends about that insane machine,
Okay. No one's going home to be like, yo, bro, I went to the movie theater and I used this insane machine that had a screen on it. It was so cool, man. I could literally choose out of like hundreds of flavors. And I filled up Powerade with some Coke and Sprite. It was exhilarating. Oh, you're doing that. Verified, you're doing that? You're going home and doing that? You're getting on call with your friends, being like, yo, this is the best experience I've ever had, ever.
That lets you mix your own Coke and offers that amazing weird new flavor they so gotta try. And Freestyle isn't the only example for Coke's experience marketing. Think about Share.
Oh my god, bro. Wait, did it flash there for a second or no? Oh no, it didn't. Dude, glass bottle Coke is so much better than normal Coke. It is so much better. I love glass. Like the Mexican Coke, it's just like nicer to drink. It tastes better. It's cooler. It is an experience, but it's so much better, bro. Voice acting debut. Yeah, I'm gonna become a voice actor, guys. Guys, here we have the new glass Coke. Drink it. It'll make you feel better. Amazing.
Think about Share a Coke. Different campaign, same idea. And it's all part of Coca-Cola's bigger play, shifting from being just a product brand to an experience.
Like, look at the curves of that bottle right there. Look at that, bro. Look how nice it looks. Look at the color. It's just a sexy bottle, bro. What can I say? It's a sexy bottle. It's made with real cane sugar. That's why. You know what? Hell yeah. It's a sexy bottle, bro. You're high-key built like this bottle. I'm built like this bottle. I got the figure. Let me see. Guys, do I look like the Coke bottle, guys? Do I got that shrunken waist? Yeah. Skinny legend over here. Skinny queen.
Brand. Anyways,
oh, I think he was talking about the name thing for Coke. I look, he wasn't even listening. I was going on my own tangent. The name thing's pretty cool. I don't really care about that though. More like 2 liter. So you're saying I don't look like the glass bottle. I look like a 2 liter bottle of soda. Mods, Bomb is City. Alright, lock in.
For Sprite. You didn't even know Sprite Cherry existed. Time to give it a shot.
That is true. There's a lot of drinks I did not know existed until this machine. Like, what is it? Fanta pineapple? Pineapple's my favorite fruit. When did pineapple Fanta come out? When did Powerade have more drinks than red and blue? No idea. So Loki, machine put me on, bro.
Pour button. Then you take a sip. Not half bad. You're not the only one who was curious about Sprite Cherry. All over the world, people have made the exact same choice. Obviously,
and there's so many more options. You actually get to try out the different Also, back to that tangent. Why is this all fucking water and there's like 2 little driplets of fucking soda, bro? Come on now. Lock the fuck in. What is this?
Coca-Cola didn't offer you this new flavor just for fun. The Freestyle ecosystem is basically a giant
advertising.
Every pour, every mix, every flavor you try feeds into a massive experiment, a sampling program on a global scale. And with this particular new flavor,
holy sh! It's Costco free samples. This is basically Costco free samples in a vending machine or in a soda fountain machine. Oh my goodness! I didn't even think about that. There's so many flavors. You're like, fuck, let me try it, and now you that flavor, and now you want to go buy it.
Experiment actually worked, but this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Monumental. On God, crazy,
when Coca-Cola
bro.
launched the Freestyle in
It is actually cool though.
They packed it with cutting-edge technology. Reliable wireless networks like the ones we have today weren't exactly standard, so Coca-Cola built their own. The network they created links every Freestyle machine directly to Coca-Cola's back-end systems, which are managed through SAP software. Think of it as the company's brain. It keeps track of everything happening across all departments in real time.
That's so sick, though. That's so sick. It's basically like having a poll on the most favorite and popular soda without having anybody to actually vote on a poll. You just getting your drink. That's sick. That's so cool. Would you drink 50 gallons of Diablo sauce for 800K? I'd attempt to drink 50 gallons. I think that would kill me. I think I would be dead. But, you know.
Today, over 50,000 freestyle machines send data back to this brain. They report everything that's going on inside them, which flavors are being poured, what time of day they are consumed, or how much syrup is left. You might not experiment with your drink choices, but many other people do. That is how Coca-Cola discovered that people really like Coke Orange Vanilla, Sprite Cherry, Sprite Strawberry, and
Coke Orange Vanilla? Chat, is Coke Orange Vanilla good? Personally, I don't think any soda with vanilla is good. Like, a vanilla, if it's not in coffee, I usually don't like it. Vanilla is like a coffee ice cream thing. It's not like a soda thing.
Cherry Vanilla. Some of these flavors started as user creations, combinations people kept mixing again and again at the freestyle machine. Others, like Coke Orange Vanilla, were developed by Coca-Cola. The more people got these...
Wait, what would you mix to get cherry... What would you mix to get cherry, Sprite and what, like, cranberry, cherry juice or some shit? They said the Sprite cherry thing was created by mixing different fountain drink, flavors. So it had to have been, like, cherry Powerade and Sprite or some shit. Because what are you gonna mix? You're gonna go to the back and pour jelly in it?
The more people got these, the stronger the signal became, and what started as a tiny bubble on screen ultimately moved into full production. Sure, you could argue the company might have released these flavors eventually either way, but with freestyle, those decisions happen faster than before, and might be grounded in better data. But there's more. Before freestyle, staff had to manually check those giant...
I'm actually surprised that Pepsi hasn't made one, because Coke has it everywhere. Pepsi low-key lacking, bro.
Canisters. They probably used inventory sheets, maybe did a bit of guesswork, and called or emailed Coca-Cola to reorder. Freestyle completely transformed fountain
Now
logistics.
they don't have to like do polls or like
get
get data from McDonald's, how many of this did you sell? How many of this did you sell? Oh, do you have this much syrup left? It's just all there. Dude, whoever came up with this idea is actually a genius. Dude, they're actually smart as shit.
Data from this exact machine.
I can't wait.
How many units?
YouTube. If I post this before the food stream, check the Discord. Food stream soon. Eating food that chat recommended on stream. Maybe throwing up. Lock in.
Each cartridge needs to be delivered to the cinema. And it's not just based on what you and your friends poured yesterday. Algorithms predict demand and even factor in planned promotions for specific beverages.
Does it? Yo, is it like a video game where like, oh, you got this upgrade, it'll auto order the stuff you need? Kind of like how a printer does it. Yeah. Like how printers, they'll be like, oh, you don't have enough black ink. Let me order black ink for you. Because that would be actually insane. It just auto orders the soda that you're running out of. That would be sick.
The system calculates which cartridges need refilling and automatically creates the restocking orders. Those orders are sent.
Literally, the second I said that. It's not pre-watched, bro. The second I said that, that's insane.
And straight to the distribution center. And from there, the cartridges are shipped directly to the fountain locations. Every freestyle machine on the planet is quietly syncing. Think about how smart this is. With freestyle, Coca-Cola...
It's literally like a video game. They had to have seen this in a video game and done it, or the video game is inspired by it, because this is actually, like, sick. Like, having a database that does all that for you, beautiful-ass automation, bro.
Optimize their entire fountain supply chain, streamline inventory management, make restocks more efficient, and even improve their production schedule. It's probably safe to assume that this alone
I'll be right back.
saves the company
Okay.
millions and millions of dollars along the way. If even Coca-Cola is tracking your data in real life, you won't be surprised to learn that your data is exposed everywhere. The data streams don't only report back. Marketers at HQ can push new campaigns straight to the freestyle. It took a while to get to this level. Whenever Coke wanted to push a new campaign or change content, it required a full software update, during which the machine couldn't pour a single drink. Not exactly ideal, considering many fountains are located in high-traffic fast food chains. So in the mid-2010s, Coca-Cola integrated AirWatch, a modern device management platform. Now, instead of sending out a massive software update whenever marketers want to roll out a campaign, they could push tiny data packages. While receiving the configurations, the machines most likely stay fully operational. They simply download and display the new content, like this Halloween special.
Wait, what? So you don't have to update it. It just automatically updates while on. I mean, that's cool, but like you can also do it after closing. It's not that crazy.
What happens next is called nudging. A new flavor might be the first bubble you see, or a short teaser video might just catch your eye. You're still free to pick whatever you want, but those...
That's what I was saying earlier. That's why the little bubbles change every time and there's new flavors. It tracks what people are buying the most. It's literally like YouTube, bro. What are people watching the most? Oh, you're watching this? Brr, brr, brr. Puts it into the... You know what would be insane? If they somehow like made a database specifically for movie theaters that tracked what movies are playing at what time, and then it would be like, oh, people like Coke a lot for horror movies, so let's put Coke on the screen right now because 2 horror movies are playing at the moment, but they like Sprite for action movies. So when an action movie's playing, oh, now the Sprite is showing. That would be insane. That would actually be so cool.
Those gentle nudges make you more likely to experiment. Thousands of individual recorded choices to try some bizarre Halloween flavor, all feeding directly into Coca-Cola's product development.
I mean, it's free at the end, so why not try it?
This little black dot up there, is that a camera? Is this thing recording you?
Okay, that's a little weird.
Coca-Cola did plan to install a camera in one of their freestyle models. They even included it in their spec sheet and described it with the words, future capability for motion sensing and facial recognition.
Okay, facial recognition. What are they gonna see? Oh, Arabs like Dr. Pepper more. They see the camera sees an Arab guy walking by. Oh, let's get him. Let's get him as Dr. Pepper. Like what? That's weird. The other where like you're actually collecting data out of everybody, that's cool. This is a little too personal.
This way, the company could have tracked every smile when you mix flavors, every frown when it doesn't taste right after a little test sip.
That's weird, bro. That's so weird.
Literally observing which combos make you happy or annoyed. Every reaction is data.
That's so weird. Oh yeah, this guy doesn't like it because he's smiling. What if you're just having a bad day and you drink a soda? Like what?
But could they really pull this off? At least in theory. In Europe, for example, strict data protection laws such as general data protection regulations would likely not allow this to happen.
Fairs.
In the US, however, businesses and event venues are increasingly experimenting with facial analysis and recognition technology.
That's so weird,
in
bro.
spaces.
Like, please don't do that.
It might be feasible there. According to Fortune, in early 2024, AI company Quantify...
Why is there a so they already have it in there. They just don't have the feature set up on it? I'm a little confused.
Referenced a facial recognition project tied to freestyle. In a now removed entry on their website, it reportedly said, each vending machine comes with a camera installed, in which an image is captured for every customer interacting with the machine. Coca-Cola's marketing...
That is so weird, though. Like, don't take a picture of me when I'm trying to get a drink, bro. Like, I don't want that data out there.
To use these images to generate insights on consumer preferences and usage patterns. Reported Quantify built a machine learning model to detect Basically, Quantify built a machine learning model to detect customer demographics. Basically, the Coca-Cola company could know you're a guy in your 20s, standing here grabbing that Sprite cherry.
See, that's what I was saying, bro. It's weird. Don't track who I am so you can give me the right soda. I'll find the right soda. Don't grab my info, bro. That's weird. That's weird.
After Fortune asked questions, the post seemingly vanished. A spokesperson for Coca-Cola said cameras in freestyle fountains were just tested in a laboratory setting from 2018 to 2019.
Yeah, then why add it on the, like...
We asked Coca-Cola about this.
Why are we adding it on the actual machines that are everywhere then? That's weird as shit.
They did not respond. The creepy camera hole aside, the technology is pretty impressive. A single globally deployed machine expanding flavor variety, strategically pushing experience marketing, enabling hyper-detailed flavor testing, micro-campaigning, and optimization of the supply chain. You probably stood in front of one of those before and never even had a clue. But there is this one central question we just couldn't shake. Just how much are they saving and making with this? In order to find out, we went down a rabbit hole.
They're making a lot because like the market, it's literally just a marketing machine. It gets data. It's like a Costco sample. It gives you the best drinks. It has a good mix. Like this is just a goated machine. Whoever made this is like actually goated. No glaze, bro. It makes hella money.
reports, analytics, figures, and company filings, only to realize there is no concrete data. Sure, we found a few clues here and there, but we could barely make anything useful out of it, especially because gains from Freestyle are tangled up with other projects. When we reached out to Coca-Cola for comment, they didn't respond, so we had to call in backup. Enter Yannick, the team's spreadsheet wizard. He dove into everything we could find out about Freestyle and started
There's
making
no
sense
way
of
he
it.
collected the
His
data.
analysis is split into 3 parts. First, payback. Let's start with Coca-Cola's assumed revenue from Freestyle machines. To get a rough baseline, we looked at something similar.
So this guy
Loyalty
did the whole
programs
math on
like
his own.
Payback. Payback usually returns an estimated 0.5 to 3% of your spending. Sounds like a bad deal for them, but here's the thing. It works. Because when people get a little something in return, they tend to spend even more. And while they do, Payback collects tons of data, or what they buy, when they buy, and where they buy. You can't fully compare Payback to Coke Freestyle, but both follow the same idea. Encourage people to buy, and learn as much as possible while they do. The data collected through loyalty programs like Payback enables targeted marketing and personalized offers, helping deliver messages that are relevant to individual consumers. Studies like this one show that loyalty programs can
It's
improve
just
gross
multiple things in one. It's a billboard, it's marketing, it's free samples, it looks cool.
margins by 2 to 4%. Not simply because people buy more, but because companies can make smarter, data-driven marketing and product decisions. Using that logic, we can conservatively assume a 2% margin on revenue for Freestyle. This is a very rough estimate, but enough to get a sense of scale. According to one source, Coke Freestyle machines dispense around 4 billion drinks per year. Assuming an average of $2 per drink and a 2% margin, that adds up to roughly $160 million.
Okay. Actually, it's not $2 a drink. Most places that have it are f***ing movie theaters, and movie theaters are charging like $7 for that like little up. Hell no, it is way more than $2.
In yearly gain.
100. What the f- $160 brother.
Well over $1 billion since Freestyle's inception. Second, the value of data. Back in 2015, Coca-Cola teamed up with Hivery, a company focusing on AI-driven optimization. Their mission was to optimize vending machine sales. One of Hivery's clients was Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling Co., a U.S. bottler with roughly 19,000 vending machines in hospitals across California and Nevada. Hivery's software combined sales data with machine learning and some algorithms to predict demand for every beverage in every machine. Reportedly, Reyes saw a 6%
just
sales
like-
increase and a
just
15%
dive in
reduction
deeper into
in
how it works
restocking
and shit.
trips. These numbers suggest that data-driven supply chain management can generate significant sales boosts and cost savings.
I mean, literally, if you know anything about marketing, data is the most important thing. Data is literally the most important thing you could have. That's why companies like Facebook and other companies sell your data. It is expensive. Data is expensive, and it does a ton of.
It is reasonable to assume that Freestyle fountains could yield similar results.
Obviously. It's like
Third,
7
new
things in one.
flavors. Some of the new flavors Coca-Cola launched based on their Freestyle testing turned out about as popular as the deeply disappointing and unwanted sequel you're going to endure in a few minutes. Take Coke Cherry Vanilla, for example. Even though it was one of the most beloved...
Dude, you know, with the camera thing, you know what they could also do? They could see if the person didn't go away, and oh, they filled up this drink and this drink together. Now they see, oh, multiple people are making like Sprite and Coke together or something, and then now they have a new flavor of soda to make. They could literally see what combinations people are making and make that into an actual soda.
Freestyle combos, Coca-Cola decided to not produce any more in 2024 due to declining demand.
We decided to discontinue Coca-Cola Cherry Vanilla. Fucking W. I don't like vanilla flavored Cokes or sodas.
Freestyle may help spot promising new flavors, but it doesn't seem to be foolproof. Out of 4 flavors brought to the market, 2 did not survive. This doesn't necessarily mean they were bad investments, just that they weren't long-term hits. Coca-Cola may have overestimated how representative Freestyle users are for...
Yeah, I mean, you might like the soda at the time when you make a weird drink. It's like, ooh, something new. But you'll probably go back to the original after you're done.
The broader market. Again, our request for comment went unanswered. While Coca-Cola rarely
Yo, Coke just does not f with this guy. They do not want to talk to him. He just keeps emailing them.
Create sales data for specific products, we found a number for one of their newer non-freestyle Sprite products that shows the potential of this market. Sprite Chill generated $50 million in sales in its first 21 weeks.
Sprite Chill, I've never heard of that.
Again, it's hard to estimate the total profit the company may have made through new flavors that started on freestyle, and how important the found data was for their success. But looking at all three aspects of Yannick's analysis, one thing is relatively safe to assume. The $1 billion Coca-Cola reportedly invested into these machines has long been made back.
Alright, W video, W YouTube video, peace.